Peace Mitchell is the Women's Business School and 𝐻𝒨ompreneur co-founder, investor, TEDx speaker, Awesome Ambassador Women in Tech, Women's Entrepreneurship Day ambassador, author of Back Yourself, and a Forbes business expert. Her willingness to give back, eagerness to do good, and ability to persevere are just some of the many factors that make her the inspiring person that she is today.
Yes, welcome to another episode, everyone, to In Love With Me series, where we feature inspiring individuals who will share their amazing stories. I am your host, Mafae 𝐻𝒨𝒂𝒄𝒆, and for this series, our topic is the art of reinvention. And we all know the world is filled with leaders and game changers of all ages and backgrounds. So this season, we aim to highlight people who make a positive impact in the world around them through their actions and words. And earlier, you guys heard that this amazing woman is an entrepreneur and the co-founder of the Women's Business School and 𝐻𝒨ompreneur. She is definitely a force to be reckoned with in doing what she does with passion as a result of her reinvention. So without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful Peace Mitchell. Hi, Peace.
Hi, Mafae. It's so wonderful to be here with you today. I'm so excited about having a chat and talking about reinvention and sharing our journey.
I know, and you are such a busy bee, so I'm really grateful and honored that you had some time to just inspire the community right now, especially when you have so many things to share and announce globally. So before all that, I know that there is quite a big community that you have built alongside with your beautiful sister. But for the ones who are just meeting you for the first time, of course, we are seen internationally and globally on In Love With Me series. Can you share a little bit about your background, what you do, and why you pursued the certain passion that you have right now?
Sure. Well, thank you. I am the co-founder of 𝐻𝒨ompreneur and the Women's Business School. I'm also a mum of 4 children, and I'm really passionate about supporting mums to live their best life and, really reach their full potential and follow their dreams and their calling. So we started 𝐻𝒨ompreneur in 2009 as a place for mums who are starting their own businesses to come together online. It can be so isolating and lonely when you're raising young children and trying to get a business off the ground. And that's where the idea for 𝐻𝒨ompreneur really came from. And we started the 𝐻𝒨ompreneur Awards, and the awards have just grown and grown. And over the last 12 years, we've uncovered some of the most incredible businesswomen in Australia who are running multi-million-dollar businesses and doing really big things on a global scale. And so I'm so proud of 𝐻𝒨ompreneur and the incredible women in our community. And then in 2016, we launched the Women's Business School. And we launched that because we realized that there were lots of women out there who were starting businesses who had incredible qualifications and corporate backgrounds from their previous careers before they'd had children. Yet they didn't necessarily have the business skills that you need to create a successful and profitable business. So that's where the idea for the Women's Business School came from, to create a dedicated online program for women starting out in business, so that they had all of the skills and knowledge that they need to build really strong foundations for their business. And we also have an accelerator program called 𝐸ZLR8, which is for women who are ready to scale their businesses, who are moving into new markets, they're launching new products, they're doing things at a bigger rate. So yeah, we have the Ignite program, which is for early stage and pre-launch founders. And then we have 𝐸ZLR8, which is for people who are scaling up. So I love what we do. I started the business with my sister, Katie, and we just have so much fun. And we're surrounded by incredible and inspiring women every day. It's so good.
And you shared that key word, fun. Of course, when you love what you do, it doesn't become work, right? And at the same time, you're helping so many people, including yourself. Because as a fellow mom, we love our children, but we love to also give birth to other businesses which become our children too. So as an entrepreneur yourself, tell us about that journey, because it's not easy to, I guess, balance. I mean, that's a word that's always asked um, by people to moms who are successful in the entrepreneurship or the business world. So share with us, tips on how you make sure that the fun is always in the seriousness of things.
Yeah, I think it's interesting you talk about the fact that when you love what you do, you don't work. But actually, I think you do. It's still a lot of work. Running a business, something that you're passionate about, it is hard work. And I think for me, because I love what I do so much, it's easy for me to become a workaholic and not to, take the breaks that I need to. And I think that's something that's super important that we need to be talking about and bring to light, because that balance of time to work on your business, because it does take a lot of energy and effort and time to get a successful business going, that's important. But also rest and recovery is incredibly important. And I've spoken to a number of women in our community, and they found this year particularly difficult because they've been homeschooling and there's been lockdowns and that kind of pressure, all on top of running these incredible businesses. And it's been really important for a lot of them to recognize that they need to step back and make sure that they are getting that time for themselves as well, because they're giving so much time to their family and so much time to their business and their customers. But that time for yourself is just crucial. It really is.
Right. It definitely is. And, our topic today is reinvention. Obviously, you have really answered pain points of moms in business, with the amazing companies that you were able to build with Katie, and she's tuned in right now. Hello, Katie, you're next, so don't worry. 𝐷𝒆𝒂𝒄𝒆 and the Women's Business School. So how does reinvention play a role in making a name for yourself? Because of course, it's a discussion that not everybody talks about.
Yeah, I really love the word reinvention, and I think it's been a huge part of my personal journey since becoming a mother, I guess. So when I had my first baby, before I had him, I was a primary school teacher, and my identity was very much wrapped up in my work and what I did. And so when I became a mother, I felt a real sense of a loss of identity. And I did, in a lot of ways, have to reinvent myself and find who I was now that I was in this role of being a mother. And that was a really interesting journey. But I think all the way along, we've had to relook at what we do with our business, who we are as people. And there's been a lot of reinvention. And the last 2 years in particular, that journey of reinvention has just been, it's a bit like we're pivoting constantly, like pirouetting and making changes and, coming up with a plan, and then that plan changes, then re-changing the plan. So I think as an entrepreneur, it's very important that you are able to embrace that reinvention and not be afraid of taking the risk of trying new things, because that's where the magic is. If you keep just doing the same thing, and we've seen businesses who have tried to keep doing things in the same way, but time has changed, but they haven't kept up, and they fall behind. So it's really important to be able to reinvent yourself, to be able to come up with creative new ways of doing things, and to not be afraid to try new things, because maybe they won't work, but maybe they will. But if you are too afraid to try, then you'll never know.
Exactly. And I always share that, you have to go for gold. Like, just try it out so you can have an experience or have a lesson that will allow you to understand, okay, I need to get better at this and whatnot. And, we talk about it does take a village. You have your amazing sister with you, which is, hey, that's being intentional, bonding with your family and just creating beautiful lives or beautiful inspirations for others, right? So who are your top inspirations or mentors currently or have guided you? Yes.
My top inspiration would have to be Dr. Tara Trent. She's an incredible woman. Her story is amazing. And her book, The Awakened Woman, is the most incredible and inspiring book I've ever read. And I think, if you haven't heard of Tara, you definitely need to check her out and learn more about her, because her story just is so inspiring that when I'm having a bad day and thinking, oh, this is impossible, it's too hard, there's no way I can ever make this work, I think about her and the challenges she overcame to get to where she is. And I'm like, well, if Tara can do that, yeah, well, I can probably do this. So she is definitely my number one inspiration. And for those of you who haven't heard of Tara Trent, she's from Zimbabwe, in rural Zimbabwe in Africa. And she was a child bride. She was married very young. She had 4 children by the time she was 18. And she wasn't given the opportunity for an education. But there was this one day she was in her village and someone asked her, what is your dream? And she said, it's to get an education. It's to fly to America and go to university. And it's to go on to get my PhD. And the other women in the village all looked at her and were like, this is crazy. You can't even read and write. How are you ever going to do this? But her vision was so strong that she was so determined to do it that she did it. She made it happen. It took her a long time to get her high school qualification, and then she had to save the money. She'd never been on an airplane, but she visualized flying on a plane and saved the money and got to America. She did her university degree, and then she went on to do her PhD, and there were numerous challenges all the way through that. And then when she finished her PhD, there was something her mother said, that your dreams in life will have more meaning if they have purpose and give back to your community. And so she then went on, she realized that this gift of education could not only change her life, but her children's life and other people's lives. And so she built schools for her local village, and she's now built 11 schools and has educated 38,000 children. It's just incredible. And yeah, she has to be my number one inspiration. She's just the most amazing person I've ever met.
Wow, I have to add her to my list too. And I'm sure everybody who's tuned in are just in awe, because life is full of challenges, right? Peace. And it's just in your mindset on how you can keep going. Right. And perfect example, Tara, like she achieved what she wanted. She manifested, regardless of, all the hindrance or maybe people telling her, no, you can't do that. She still did it. Like you're one of my inspirations, you and Katie, and just with the success comes with the challenges. So now I want to know from your journey, what are the common problems you faced in your journey, and how did you have to reinvent yourself to prepare for it?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So many challenges along our journey, but I think when I boil it down to it, it's fear. Fear has been the thing that has held us back from going bigger at a faster rate, or being more successful earlier on, or charging what we're worth, or so many things. And so it has been a journey of learning how to overcome that fear, to realize that we can try things and those things might not work, and they might be a big failure, and people will know because we're doing things online and it's very public. And you might run an event and try and sell tickets and no one books them. But you have to get over the fear of that failure and realize that if you don't put on the event, how will you know if anyone wants to buy the tickets? Maybe they will. Maybe it'll sell out and everyone will want to come and it'll be a big success. And I think that has been the biggest transformation, the personal growth that being an entrepreneur comes with. It has been huge. And that's been the huge reinvention for myself and for Katie, overcoming that fear of, failure, fear of things not being perfect, fear of things, not working out. And if you can overcome that and get that courage to just give it a go, and if things don't work out, to pick yourself up and try again, then that's been the biggest thing for us.
Amazing. Well said. And it's so crazy piece. I was just having this conversation last night with my son and my husband, because of course there's something brewing, and I won't share it right now, but I was talking about this. So you guys will see it, what we have in store for you. I talk about just like you said, because I also went through the same thing, and I think everybody needs to go through that, especially in the, being a mom. I know I had always a fear of things, what things might go wrong, right? When you're about to give birth. But when you submit and you just trust your doctors, you trust the process, everything goes well. So it comes with life, comes with business, right? It's just having the courage. And wow, okay, I won't say too much about that. All right, next question for you. What do you believe are strong characteristics an empowered woman should hold? Because you are that.
I think a strong characteristic that women need is generosity and reciprocity and the ability to work with others and connection. I think all of those qualities are huge. It's interesting because people talk about, so-and-so, they were a self-made success. But actually no one is a self-made success, no matter who you are. There were people along the way who helped you on your journey. And I think that ability to connect with others, the ability to ask for help, I think that's a strength. It's not a weakness to ask for help. It's actually a strength to be able to say to someone, I'm struggling, can you help me with this? And it's, it's so interesting. We often hold ourselves back from asking for help. But when you actually do ask for help, the other person will often be like, I would love to help you. I'm honored that you asked me to help you. And so, I think that is really an important quality that we need to have as entrepreneurs, the ability to connect with others, to collaborate with others, to ask for help, to give help, to be able to receive help, all of it. I think those are really important characteristics that we need.
Amazing. And in line with that piece, I've learned this from my life coach, who I've known for years, 9 years to be exact, is that you are at the right place at the right time with the right people. And it's just asking that simple question is, can you support me? Or can I ask for your advice? And just like what P said, you'd be so surprised and happy that people are more than willing. I know Peace and Katie are. I know I am, along with my best friend and partner Yona. So thank you for sharing that and reminding everyone. And just with that piece, just sit back and relax for a few minutes. Let's learn more about what it means to be at the right place at the right time with the right people.
Hey Protons, positively charged beings. This is your life coach, Kimmy Lu. I'm a global life and leadership coach, certified in neuro-linguistic hypnotherapy and NIA, and I'm also a Reiki master practitioner and certified sister stories facilitator. I'm also the author of Master Dating, Intentional Guidebook to Celebrate Life, which features activities that can help you nurture more self-love. I believe that life is a party, and we should always celebrate it. This has been the inspiration behind all the programs and experiences I've co-created since 2010. And it has been truly fulfilling for me to guide like-hearted beings in their journey to becoming the best version of themselves. In 2020, I co-created the Well-Being Boost program to help warriors regain a calmer perspective through the power of intention, gratitude, compassion, and courage. As more and more people seek support through challenging times, there was also a need for more heart workers to do this work with me. And I've found the best Well-Being Boost program facilitators to guide our growing community of well-being warriors. Whatever phase you're in your life right now, I want you to know that you have the power to change. You can create a different reality. You can have a more joyful, abundant, and positive life. You can celebrate now. Will you say yes to an abundant and authentic life? Get started now by going to KimmyLouLifeCoach.com or send us a message at team@KimmyLouLifeCoach.com.
Now let's get back to the show.
There you have it. Of course, we talk about qualities, right? So please share, what qualities do you believe make a successful entrepreneur?
So I think that a successful entrepreneur needs to have a really high level of creativity. You need to be resourceful, because no matter what stage of the journey you're on, there will always be challenges and obstacles and things that happen. And I think the last 2 years have shown us that. In particular, there have been numerous challenges that we've had to deal with. And without that creativity, that ability to come up with new solutions to problems and try different things, I don't think you would succeed. So that's definitely one of them. Another quality that you need is to have a strong vision and knowing what it is that you're wanting to create, but as well as that, a purpose. So what is your why? And having a why, that's the thing that will keep you going. On those days when you just want to quit, if you're just in it for the money, then you probably will quit. But if you're in it because you're wanting to make an impact on the world, or you want to really make a difference, or you're working on something that you really believe in, then that sense of purpose will keep you going. It'll say to you, one more try, let's get up, let's give it another go. Maybe this will work this time. And so I think those three things are the most important qualities we need as an entrepreneur. So creativity, a vision, and purpose.
Oh, I totally agree with you. There are times that people make mistakes on understanding that the money will come, yes. But if you're in it just for the quick buck, then you really need to find something else, right? You really need to find why you're putting another smile on somebody else's face. And I love the fact that you pointed that out, because I also witnessed just being inspired by the ladies or the community that you and Katie have built. As so honored to be a judge this year for 𝐻 That is such a tough, just being a judge, because I've been a judge so many times for pageants, for school business pitches, but this one, wow, you can just relate and hear the stories of these amazing women, and giving them a platform piece like how you do and Katie is such an amazing thing, and I cannot wait for the world to even experience, or the lives that you're going to touch around the world. And speaking of that, I know you have something amazing happening tonight. So maybe you can give a little invite to everyone on what's happening in the next 2 days.
Yeah, sure. Well, we believe that investing in women is the most powerful way to change the world. And that's our purpose. That's why we do what we do. And so we're very excited to have the Accelerate Pitch Night happening tonight and tomorrow night for the Women's Business School graduates of 2021. So you'll be hearing from 8 women tonight and 8 women tomorrow night. And we also have a panel of investors who are joining us. So we'll have Monica Meldrum, who's the founder of Whole Kids. We'll have Neela Alom Ifsa, I can't pronounce her last name, but Neela will be there. And she is a private wealth advisor for investors. And we've also got Belinda Agnew coming as well. So it's going to be an incredible night tonight. And tomorrow night, we also have Rianne Allen of The Healthy Mummy joining us on the panel. So yeah, it's going to be incredible. And I know that people will be so inspired by these women and the businesses that they've created. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, guys. So please go to 𝐻 and the Women's Business School so that you can witness how amazing these ladies are, and also how Peace and Katie really bridge on making sure that moms and the women empowerment is strong, the voices. So I know you touched on the meaning of reinvention to you, and I want to circle back because that is our topic for today. If there's anything else you want to add on what is reinvention to you, Peace, please share it with our audience now.
Well, I think we need to be open to reinvention. We need to be open to changing things, trying new things, and doing things differently. So often we can get stuck in a rut and keep doing things the same way. But being open to reimagining things or being creative in the way that you do things or trying something new it's so important, and I think it can be a really beautiful thing to do. So thank you so much for creating this conversation around reinvention. Because I find it exciting. It's amazing.
It is. I mean, there's so much more, right? Every day is a new day for us to reinvent ourselves. It's as simple as that. It doesn't have to take years, guys. So I hope that you guys can follow Peace in everything that she does. I know you will have a chance for you to invite them again for all the events, all the platforms that you have going on. But before that, I want to, just share with you a fun activity that I would like to share with my guests. And I was inspired by the book Strengths Finder. And so I tweaked it a little bit and made it fun. And it's fast talk, rapid fire questions. And the first thing that you can think of in your mind, just share it with the world. So if you're game, Peace, just give me a thumbs up.
All right, let's do it.
Just before we wrap up, to make things light. So, okay. So the first question is, Peace, what is your hidden talent?
I am a super connector. I'm really good at finding two people who don't know each other and thinking, okay, this person can do this and that person needs that, and let's introduce them and make magic happen.
Yes. And just to add to that, I have one of my mentors. His name is Tim Yap. His title is actually eventologist. Same as you. You might be a connectologist or something like that. Anyways, I just wanted to add that there. Okay, so describe yourself in 3 words. I guess one is being a connector or matchmaker.
I think I'm creative. Yeah, connector, and I'm really genuine and honest. This is who I am. I am who I am. I'm authentic. Yes. This is me.
Yes, I agree. Okay, and then next, what would you change if you had a chance to change one thing about yourself? It can be physical, it can be emotional. Totally up to you.
That's a good question. I wish we'd started our business earlier. One thing I would change, just to be doing this for longer. I love it. I just love what we do. I love the women we work with, and I'm so excited about what the future holds. It's going to be amazing.
I know. But you know what? Like we shared earlier, you're the right place. You are at the right place at the right time with the right people. And I learned something new about you being a primary school teacher. There's a lot of patience in that. So I know the universe really blessed you with all the patience, all the entertainment as a teacher needs, the attention, right, of their children. So,
thinking on your feet.
Wow. You are definitely, yes, you are definitely an inspiration. Okay, next, what is your ideal day?
My ideal day, I get up, I go for a walk, I watch the sunrise. I'm a morning person, so I love the morning. Then I come back, I do some work. In my ideal day, I still work, and I'm writing my next book. Then I have a healthy breakfast. Then the kids wake up, we spend some time together, and then I take the kids to school, and then do some work with Katie, create amazing new things, maybe work on a new book or a new awards, and then come home and have a lovely relaxing afternoon and make a healthy dinner and just spend time relaxing with the family.
Yes, I love it. And what's something new happening in your life right now?
Oh my gosh, we've got so many things happening. Something that we're supposed to be announcing next week, but I will quietly announce it now, is we are launching a brand new publishing imprint. And we're so excited to be sharing the stories of incredible women We've been publishing a number of books over the last few years, and we're excited to be really doing more with this and sharing those stories, because women have a really unique way of seeing the world and solving problems, and they do things differently. And I really believe we need more of those women's stories being out there in the world. So I'm super excited.
Yes, congratulations. I feel so honored you somewhat announced it on the show. And lastly, of course, Peace, how do you treat yourself lavishly in terms of self-love?
So the ultimate self-love for me is retreats. I love going somewhere beautiful and being surrounded by women and having that quiet time and downtime and just the ability to relax and be somewhere really beautiful and nourishing. And yeah, I love that. Retreats are my go-to.
Yes. And sooner or later, I'm also going to manifest that we are going on a retreat with you. Yona, I know you're listening. Paris was discussed earlier on this show. So Yona, pack your bags. That is next year, 2022. Yes, and that too. And there's so much more. I know Peace will be inviting you to many more of their events, and do follow the platforms and just watch this first, because In Love With Me series also supports women in business in the Philippines. And this is one of the businesses that is founded and headed by an amazing Filipina. So thank you, Bouillante, and let's learn more about them.
Here at Buoyant, quality air is our business. We design, fabricate, and assemble high-quality air filter systems and products with state-of-the-art facilities. As the leading local air filtration service provider at the heart of the Southern region, Buoyant caters to various sectors in the medical field, semiconductor and electronics production, food and beverages production, cement manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and many other industries to meet their needs for the best air quality. Here at Buoyant, we stay true to our commitment to quality, as we are ISO certified and follow world-class standards, ensuring that our products and our services are trusted and the best in the business. In a world of disinformation, here at Buoyant, we truly care about educating our clients, because we care about you and the air you breathe. Make the right choice. Start breathing clean air today with Buoyant, providing quality air for everyone.
So thank you again, Lav Chipeco, for being part of this episode. As you can see, Filipina women here in business are also doing amazing things, and I cannot wait to introduce them to you, Peace and Katie. So with that, please invite everyone to where they can find you, and anything else that you want to announce.
Sure. So people can follow us on Instagram. We're there as at 𝐻𝒨preneur and the Women's Business School. As well as that, we have our Facebook pages for 𝐻𝒨preneur and the Women's Business School, and at LinkedIn as well, 𝐻𝒨preneur and the Women's Business School. And you can connect with me as Peace Mitchell at LinkedIn as well.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. Programs opening up as well. So the wait list is going to launch today if you're interested in being part of the Women's Business School programs in the new year. So that's pretty exciting.
Yes, it is. And to add, I know you have the Women Changing the World also platforms and book. So guys, yes, Peace.
Yes, we're launching a brand new book, The Women Changing the World, and that book is coming out next month in November. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook for The Women Changing the World as well.
So guys, it is Christmas, it is Thanksgiving. So if you are looking for a great gift idea, this is definitely a gift. All the books that Peace and Katie have published, it's for lifetime. You know, you are definitely giving a gift that someone special can use or even pass down to their own daughters or nieces and can be inspired. So I do recommend you grab a copy because I have one. I have Back Yourself because, of course, my amazing best friend who is here, BFF Yona, is part of that. And congratulations again to all your winners of 2021. I am taking this opportunity to thank you for recognizing Yona and I for being a finalist on the Global Awards. That was such a surprise. So keep inspiring and being that light piece because you definitely are such a blessing to many. And with that, I know that you are going to prepare for pitch night tonight. So good luck. And to all the ladies who are pitching tonight, you will be amazing. So just keep inspiring again. And guys, I hope you learned many things from Peace today because I definitely learned something new from this beautiful woman right here on a daily. So just like Peace, we have inspirations, we have mentorship. Just make sure you are able to find that like-minded people or the like-minded women. If you are a mom or a woman out there who are just wanting to have that extra cheer, Peace and I are here. Katie is here too, and Yona. So you know what to do. All right. It is simply actions speak louder than words. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Peace. Thank you so much for your time. We will see you, or I will see you in the next episode of In Love with Me. Thank you, Peace.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Mafae.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching In Love with Me series.